Hey, how's it going guys? It's Mav. Today, we're going to be taking a crack at Professor Putricide and some of the things you can do as a ranged DPS to help your raid kill Eustace going through an end-of-life crisis. First, my guild likes to tank him right where you see I'm putting my traps down. We take him to this side because the fight always begins with green ooze, and it's better for the tank to be closer to the green ooze so melee can blow its shit up as soon as possible.
Get him up, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up.
You can pop your cooldowns as soon as the fight starts because the fight will almost certainly be long enough to use them again in the execute phase. For the green ooze, something extremely helpful that hunters can do to minimize green ooze damage is using snake traps. Each individual snake counts as a soaker for the explosion from the green ooze, so we can drastically reduce the damage going out. It's also important to remember that everyone's favorite off-tank and/or Shadowmourne enjoyer is going to be taking control of Boogie 2988. Pre-divorce. There's also a fun little STD that's going around the entire raid. If you hold it for too long, it's going to kill you. We gotta pass that shit around. At approximately 80%, PP is going to run to his desk to Jelk for his educational YouTube channel. While he's there, hunters are going to place our explosive traps on him because we hate education that's not institutionalized. Then, we'll be assigned one of two colors, red or green. Your character can only do significant damage to whatever color you are assigned. However, this does not apply to pets. So, even if you're assigned red and you have a pet, put the pet on green. You don't lose out on damage and provide an extra soaker for the explosions. While you are assigned a target, the oozes don't give a fuck. They're gonna target randomly.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you,
We don't care.
If you're targeted by green, you'll be snapped in place and can't move. However, some classes can do a pro gamer move. Hunters can feign death to make the ooze switch targets. Mages can blink away to give more time before the explosion. Warlocks can use their portal to teleport away. And elemental shamans, balanced druids, and shadow priests can get fucked. Now when a red ooze targets you, run for your life. If it touches you at all, you probably just wiped the raid. Stay in range of healers, because this dickhead of an ooze is going to be damaging you the whole time you're running. When your assigned target is dead, hit the boss. You still won't be able to do damage to the other ooze. There's going to be another transition later, and it's going to be the exact same, so after phase 2, basically do this again. In phase 2, your tank will probably be tanking Putricide in the same spot as he did in phase 1. The next ooze that comes out is going to be the red ooze. As soon as we can see the red ooze, all the ranged are going to start attacking it. Ranged should be in a loose stack to make sure the malleable goo attack is more predictable and easier to dodge. Make sure when you're attacking the red ooze that it's at maximum range so that if it targets you, you have sufficient space to run. If it targets you, you're going to kite this red ooze through the boss so that melee can cleave it and the boss simultaneously. Putricide likes to throw a bunch of random bullshit on the ground, so if you see something on the ground, it's a safe bet to not stand in it. He's going to alternate between red and green ooze until you force another phase transition at 35%. Just be careful when you're about to push. If you push while an ooze is active, during the phase transition, 2 more will still spawn, and your raid can't deal with 3 oozes at once. In phase 3, this is around when you should be popping Lust, and most, if not all of your cooldowns should be back up by now. Ranged are going to return to their stack and move whenever something appears under them or malleables going out. The boss is going to be kited around the edges of the room. Blast the boss and use whatever cooldowns you can to stay alive, whether it's Bark Skin, Health Stone, Dispersion, anything that can heal you or reduce damage taken. Keep up with the tank and don't stand in bullshit and you win. I hope you all learned something and it helps you with your progression or just helps you clear it a little cleaner than you have been. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm off to take my government approved jelking lessons.